Hello, hello, hello. Everything's a mess. Ah! Are we good? We're good. Are we good? Are we good? Are we good? Am I good? Oh, that's why. Oh. That's why we're not good. Lighting's gonna be poop today. Just before I went live, my studio light burnt out. This guy. So my backup is not as bright. Also, I'm not on the right screen. Oh my God. Every time I go on a trip, I come back and my entire setup is borked. 1 second, let me. You go there. You go there. Stretch this over there. Okay, now I have chat. Now I could see chat. Hi, chat. How y'all doing? Everyone have a good week? It's been a week. How's everyone doing? I think this needed to print a spider benchy. Okay, let's print a spider benchy today. Today is totally a print and chill. Max relax stream. Only got like 2 hours, unfortunately. Yeah. How's everyone doing today? How is everyone doing today? It's Friday. It's a Friday. It's been a heck of a week. Oof. In a good way or a bad way? Crunchy. It has. Yeah, I came out here and I turned on my camera. So whenever I go anywhere, I turn off everything. Right? I'm lazy. I leave everything on. So if I'm streaming tomorrow, I might as well leave the lights on. But when I leave for a vacation or when I travel for an event, I turn off the cameras, I turn off all the lights, I turn off the computer. I'll turn this camera back on. And then I came back and then I went to get everything. I filmed a video. That's why it's kind of a mess here. I've been working on a video. Okay. So for those wondering, there'll be a video tomorrow and it'll be like 4 or 5 cool things at 3D Printopia. And then I'm working on next week's video, so that's why there's stuff everywhere and it's a mess. And then I went to record, turn on stream, and my light burnt out, so that's why I was a little late. Bad emergency everywhere in schools. What's the E911? What's the E911 issues everywhere? What? Anyways, hope I had a good time. I did today. So today's stream is just gonna be kind of yapping. And talking about 3D Printopia and the weekend and what's upcoming and what not. Emergency. What? People making emergency calls. Okay, so is the system down or is there an emergency going on or what? So yeah, so today's stream is just gonna be chill, relaxing. Move the camera out of here. We'll do some printing. I still have the Cybor out. The Cybor was put away on a bench and I brought it back out because the bench I had it on was my bunker freezer and I had to get stuff out of the bunker freezer. So now it's back on the bench. So I guess we might as well print with it today. Because we got to figure out how fast we can print with this. So I got to play with some settings. Every system. Oh, and if you're wondering about the Cybor, it's been a while since an update. There you go. Fresh off the machine. This silk filament is really good for it. So we got a mask from the hit movie Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. We'll put you there for now. I did get a package show up just before. So I've got some stuff from Earth. We'll go through. Let's spin this around. It's Cybor or Cybor. I pronounce Cybor because my English is not good. So I pronounce Cybor. I'm sure it's something like a cheaty, or QIDI. It's pronounced cheaty. At least that's what the one rep I asked. How do you pronounce it? And they're like, oh, it's cheaty. And then I asked another rep and it's Keaty. And I'm like, okay. So I call it cheaty because I think that sounds cool, more fun. Logic. Hope you got yourself some goodies. I did. So today we're just gonna we'll put some ABS on here and we'll try and get a profile going for it, for some Voron shenanigans, I think. And then we'll go through. I got some unboxings. I've got an LDO Rook kit that I've got. So we got to print parts for that. ULA put something in space. Yeah, they put a chunk of concrete in space because it was a mass simulator. So yeah, these bulbs, are you supposed to do anything funky with these bulbs when you dispose of them? Because I'm just going to chuck it in the garbage. All right. They're CFLs. Can't remember if you're supposed to do anything with these when you chuck them. In the bin. Do they chew through one of the solid? Yeah, I saw that this morning when I woke up. They had a bit of a sparky morning. Put it in a sealable bag. Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, put it in a sealable bag and then chuck it in the garbage. Mercury, that's right, Mercury. That's my favorite planet. No, it's not. So I got packages. Let me find some tape here so I can censor it, and we'll go through. I've got some cool stuff from 3D Printopia. Also, I'm wearing the Prusa shirt. By the way, I put this shirt on backwards this morning. I put this on backwards, and I almost went live with my shirt backwards today. This is my mic right here. You can see this is the mic right here. I went live today, and I almost had my shirt on backwards, and you'll understand in a second why I did that. This shirt was given to me by the great David Randolph of Printed Solid fame. Everyone say hi, David. I don't think he's here, but anyways, so he's like, here, take this, and I'm like, cool. So I put it on, and I'm getting everything ready, and then I look at the camera, and my tag was sticking out, and I'm like, how do I do that? And you'll understand. This is the front of the shirt. There's nothing on it. This is the back of the shirt. It's the Prusa Research America shirt, right? So I think you can understand how I got that backwards. You would think, okay, here's a shirt, and I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay, nothing on this side, Prusa Research on this side. That must be the front. I hope you understand. I was trying to pull up something here because somebody wanted me to pull up something, and I can't remember what I was pulling up. Oh, I gotta put a thing on Twitter. 1 second. I'm live. 1 second here. Hey, I'm live. I'm live on a Friday. Back from Printopia and other such fun things. Let's yap. Print and ship. There we go. Cool. And then go on the Discord and at everyone. Spin them off. Okay, cool. By the way, again, I say this every time I pull this up, and it reminds me. Hey, at everyone. Why can't I type today? Live right now. Get in at here. If you are going to DM me on a social media platform, don't ask to ask. Don't just send a friend request on Discord and just go, hey. I'm assuming you're a bot, and I'm going to ignore you. Don't ask to ask. If you have a question, just hey, how's it going? I have a problem with this. Can you help me? Or hey, blah blah blah. Like, it's okay. Say hey. Be cordial in your greeting, but then write the question. Don't just go, hey, because that's an ignore. Can you send me a message? Zombie, because we have a professional relationship here, one content creator to another, don't ever contact me again. What are you even doing here? No, I'm kidding. Yeah, don't ask to ask. Just ask. Let's get this printing. Orca slicer. You ignore it. Well, the problem is, Apulo, you DM me when I'm not awake or something, and then I wake up and I check my phone and I go, okay, I got a message from somebody. I'll reply when I get up, and then I forget. Oh, that's nice. I want to get nice little DMs like that. See, that person was nice. How many maker chips did I get? Not as many as I thought I would. Let's go through that. So today's stream is after Earth. 1 second. Let me grab my back stuff. Hey, pupper. Where is my stuff? Here's my stuff. Ugh. Oh. Where am I going? I'm not going anywhere. Daddy's getting some stuff out of his suitcase. What are you doing? Well, Daddy's getting some stuff out of the suitcase. If I can find it. There it is. There's that. There's that. Okay. Close that. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Okay, you stand aside and behave for mommy. There we go. I don't know if it was Kevin, K2 Kevin, that did all these. But these are like the little containers. You like clip them on your belt and you put your maker coin in there. I printed way too many. I don't know, because I didn't have a booth. So I only gave out coins to those that asked for them. So I honestly didn't give out anywhere near as many as I thought, because people had to ask for them. People who had booths where they were just like out on the booth, they went quick. What I'm probably gonna do with these is put them in like a little picture frame and put them up on the wall. As you can see, this isn't the final thing. This is just a cam net I found that I forgot I had, but I'm gonna put something on the door. Maker chip collector, yeah. So let's see, who do we got? Who did we get? Who did we get? We got a bunch of these. Okay. So in no particular order. See, Karen's is really cool. Karen Chow, she does a bunch of cool stuff, but she cheated. This is not 3D printed. This is a sticker. She cheated. And then for those wondering, you just, that's how you do it. We got the Steve one. Got the Steve maker coin. RT3D. That's Recreator. They didn't put a QR code, they just put their website. Another Recreator one. Oh, that one's got that. Get the Pez Liz one. JLH 3D printing. Metalhead Prints, I think. I don't know who this one is. There's no QR code or anything, but it's nice filament. Shield came out really nice. STL Denise. The E3D one. This one, they really knocked the colors out on this one. Like this almost feels like this is too good of a maker chip. Like this is too professional looking, this one. It looks like it's injection molded. K2 Kevin, which you kind of expect that his would be really cool. Pez Liz. Oh yeah, Karen's might be an NFC in there. Another Liz one. Joel's came out pretty good. Audio Jack, so that's David Tobin, who's Joel's producer. Good guy. LTJ. I remember LTJ. Oh, they had a layer shift. Oh, they had layer shifts in theirs. Another Steve Builds one. Recycle 3D. I got the Voron one. This one was from Steve. Big Jano. This weekend is Vice, which obviously I'm not going if I'm here. Positron. 3D Medic Vince, good guy. Just 3D print. KB3D, good folks there. Modbot. His came out really good. That one came out really good. Another Liz one with all the, they use the fancy bed so you get the sparkles. Cocoa Press, love the Cocoa Press crew. 3D Musketeer, that one came out good. Don't know which one this one is. And this one's pretty cool because it spins. There's the middle of it is a bearing. Not the greatest because it's all 3D printed, but so yeah, that's all that. I'll probably do something with these. I'll probably put them up on the wall or something, but that's that. Should get a company to make you a custom laser etched hologram bed so you can have your logo. The problem is with that, Barton, I would only use that bed with certain things. That's kind of the downside with those colored beds, or like I have one of those beds. I have a an Ember Prototypes bed. It's got the old logo on it, the Nero 3D logo, but I have the Ember Prototypes bed. The thing is, I use this side more. And the reason for that is I don't always want this on everything. Like, especially when you're printing like printer parts, it's like you need to be, in my opinion, printing something that like you want just one side to have a design on it. Or you're like a print shop and that's how you emboss your, like, that's how you trademark or whatever your stuff. I think like, I already like using a textured bed because I think the bottoms are too smooth on prints and it looks different. I like the textured bed. because it makes all the sides look rough. Because you have your vertical sides, because you get your layer stacking, and your top where you got the infill over extruded. When the bottom's glass, it stands out, I think. Like when it comes to printer parts, especially when you're printing like 3D printer parts, I don't like the glass look. I know that's a weird nitpicky thing. We did mine on stream. I don't have any of mine actually here. They're all in my bag inside. But yeah, I don't have mine. So let's go. This box showed up just before I went live, and I'm hiding the box because it's got my shipping address on it. But I don't know what it is. It came from China. That's all I know. And yes, I'm using my spatula to open it. What came from China? Oh! Perfect timing. Perfect timing. It's the replacement fans and printed part for the Cybor. And more PTFE tube, which they gave the bigger OD stuff. Smart. They actually did listen. Good job, Cybor. They sent me fans. Let's see, what do we got here? They sent a bunch of stuff. This I did not know what it was. It was just an unlabeled box from China. So we got fatter OD PTFE tube for the reverse Bowden. That's good to see. More Cybor branded fans. So we got extra fans, so that's good. Ooh, it even comes with the right crimp on it. And then we got breakout boards here and a 4-pin to USB-C thing. I don't know what this is for. I don't know what these are for. And then I don't know what these are for. They gave me some printed parts. I don't know what these printed parts are for, but they gave me printed parts. Anyways, thank you, Cybor. Okay, cool. That's that. Other cool things I got. That's just that. So we'll go to this stuff. This is really special, but we'll talk about that in a second. I got a Lancer. I don't know what I'm putting this on yet. I think I know what I'm putting it on, but I know what I'm putting it on. Did I mean to print Trevor's comment? No, I did not. Unpin message. I meant to pin my message. Or did my message? Pin message. There we go. Oh, I never did the intro stuff. Hi, I'm Taylor, the Canuck creator. Subscribe. If you want to win some Polymaker filament, every stream we give away a spool of Polymaker filament. Link in the video description, as you can see pinned in chat there. So enter for your chance to win. Also, while you're down there entering, don't forget to like the smash button. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, if you're new here. And if you want to help support the channel, the content I create, and the things I do, consider becoming a channel member, a Patreon supporter, or if you're really cool, gifting memberships to others. Because that way, other people get memberships. And yes, I owe you a members stream. Some stuff came out last week and kind of this week. That's why we're doing a short stream today. And I was hoping to get a stream in on Tuesday or Wednesday, but is what it is. It's life. So I do owe you a members stream. So next week will be next week we will be doing a members only stream to make up for the August one we never did, or September one we never did. So that will be next week. So if you're a member of the channel or a Patreon supporter, you get to hang out with that. Or if you find my Twitch channel and gift me a Twitch Prime, because I do have a Twitch channel. I don't use it much. I want to again. I'm going to try to start using it again. Find out what's wrong with the Trident. This Trident, well, we're going to do some ABS prints here in a minute, after we go through some of the goodies I picked up at 3D Printopia. This is their extruder. This is the current revision. So for those that don't know, I have a Magneto. I'm not going to say it's a lemon, but I will say mine is a early production model that has had hardware revisions that have been needed to be done with it because it's an old revision of it. But I give them all the props because they've been very good at taking feedback from users, implementing those changes, and updating things. So I give them props for a lot of stuff. But also, this is their new extruder. It's a little on the heavier side, but it's not meant to be a super lightweight extruder. This is the Lancer. So this is basically a standalone version of their extruder that they use on their Magneto. And it's really cool. It has filament runout and a load and unload button on top, so you can macro them. So you can connect it to your tool head board and use them as macro buttons. But yeah, it's all it's got the larger BMG gears. The latch actually properly ratchets on this one. You got a filament sensor in there. This is actually a really nice thing. I wouldn't put this on something where you want the absolute lightest tool head in the world, but any sort of workhorse printer, you'll probably get good use out of this. In fact, I've got a mind to change this out on the XOL. I have an XOL tool head on V226 downstairs, which is running the original version of this, which I've got no issues with. But I may swap it out for this one because this one has the buttons, and buttons are cool. So that's one of the goodies I brought back. This one right here. So first we're gonna go on a little tangent on what did I record at Printopia, the event I was at on the weekend. Let me pull it up here. Okay. So, I don't think I'm leaking anything here. Close that. Don't want to leak anything. By the way, VCore 500 is freaking huge. VCore 500 is freaking huge. DFH, gifted 10 community memberships. Cheers. How you been? How you been? Hope you're good. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I don't want to leak that. There we go. Okay. So these are, it worked. It did work. These are what I got recorded. Okay. So CocoaPress 2, that video is already out. If you haven't seen it yet, it's on the channel. This month, there will be a CocoaPress video on the channel. We're going to do some fun experimenting with it, but it's the CocoaPress one. It's not the updated one. So it's kind of funny that I did a video showing off the CocoaPress 2 before I did an actual video on the original CocoaPress, but it is what it is. That's why I'm not focusing so much on the printer, but what it can do. So the CocoaPress 2 video is out. The E3D Vitamins, and they are pronounced vitamins, they're British, Hyperdrive, Printceps, and Prometheus. These four will probably be tomorrow's video. So it'll be 4 cool things at Earth kind of thing, or 3D Printopia. So that'll probably be tomorrow's video. Am I getting an upgrade? I will be buying one, yes. Because it's $250, might as well. And it's mostly like the electronics. Go if you want to know what it is, go watch the video. The printed solid tour, this video is going to take some time because for those that don't know, I went to Printed Solid. Printed Solid is now part of Prusa, and they manufacture Prusas at Printed Solid for American distribution, currently just the Mark IV. And this is officially, according to David, the first spool of American-made Prusament to leave the factory. I didn't buy it, he gave it to me, full disclosure. But this right here is the very first spool of Prusament manufactured in America to leave the production facility. To a, I'm assuming they probably sent some to like testers, but this is like the first one to go off the shelf. Here you go. And for those that doubt, proudly made in USA. So it's still foreign tat to me because I'm Canadian in Canada. So yes, it was made in August, I believe, because they use day first, then month, or month first. I don't know. But it was made during the summer. It's a 2 kilogram spool of PLA Galaxy Black. It's a 2 kilogram spool too. So the thing is with the Prusament, or with the Printed Solid Tour, I have to censor stuff. There's some, I didn't sign an NDA or anything, but there's some equipment that they have there and whatnot now because they are doing Prusa level of production. They have some equipment for various purposes, production, testing, evaluation, etc., etc. They have equipment on site that I cannot show off in detail. So I have to go through that video with the blur tool. And yeah, I got to learn how to do the blur tool now. So yeah, so that's that. And they gave it to a foreigner. Hey, I was the first one to show up for a video. So yeah, so this is that. This will be on eBay this afternoon. Bidding starts at $5,000. So just so you're aware. So this is gonna go up somewhere special so I don't lose it. And then also, I got this stuff from Soraya Tech. They gave me some glass-filled ABS, but this one is the one I got these two. Shop upgrade fun. So Soraya Tech, if you had the chance to go, by the way, if you want to buy filament and you're going to an event like a 3D printing show, never buy the filament on the Saturday. Always wait till the Sunday because it goes on sale because they don't want to ship it back. Unless there's like a color or a specific material that's going fast. But Soraya Tech, they hooked me up with some filament that they have. I didn't know they made filament. I thought they just did resin. But this stuff was selling like hotcakes. So they got it's called their Fiber Heart line, which is, this is glass filled ABS. I'm assuming it's in black. Yeah. You guys want to do a Rook in glass filled ABS? Because why not? I kind of want to do the Rook in all kinds of crazy materials. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. And then this is the one that's going to be really fun. High temp nylon, glass filled high temp nylon. Print temp 300 to 320, bed temp 70 to 90, fan off, keep dry. Very important. So that'll be fun to play with. I don't know if it's PA12, it's just PAHT is what it says. Let's pull it up here, actually. They gave this to me, full disclosure, they marked just like, here, take some filament and the Lancer. But they had it on sale for those that went, they had it on sale for a really reasonable price. I can never spell Soraya right. R-A-Y-A, Soraya Tech. There you go. Let's find it. There we go. Yeah, the Panther. Yeah, honestly, that's why I've been wanting to start building up. I gotta talk to my polymaker rep to get some of the fibrology stuff because I got to play with the filament, the PPS filament. I really want that stuff to feed this guy because this guy's hungry. Filament. Fiber Heart, high temp. So this is it. They had it for not this price. They had it for like half that price. Let's see what kind of nylon it is though. It's just PAHT. Say goodbye to printing for both reduced height result in improved printability dimension compared to other nylon. So I'm assuming it's like a PA12, probably. I'm assuming it's like a PA12. CFPTG. Honestly, CFPTG. I've been speaking this language for 36 years. CFPETG has grown on me quite a bit lately, actually. I'm starting to really dig CFPETG. I don't know if it's just, I got like 6 kilograms of the stuff for the Pantheon, and I've been feeding the Pantheon a lot of it, but I've been really digging it. So it's not PA6. Yeah, so it's probably PA12. Okay, let's do some printing. Printers. Let's load up Cybor Quad XY. Also, I got a camera. We got to put a camera in this. So what are we going to print with? Let's print with this. I don't know if this has a hardened nozzle in it. I can't remember if I put a hardened nozzle in it. I don't think it has a hardened nozzle. I can't remember. Oh, it does have a hardened nozzle. It does. So let's print with the glass-filled ABS. You guys want to do glass-filled ABS, or do you want to just print a regular ABS and see how fast we can get it to flow? How do you guys want to do this? You want to do just a regular ABS and see how fast we can flow it, and then go from there? Glass filled? Glass filled. Okay, we'll do the glass filled. So that means I need a feeding solution for the glass filled filament. Let's see here. You have filament in it. Where's my other box? That's what she said. Where did my other polymaker box go? I don't remember where I put my other polymaker feed box. I had two. Oh well. Okay, so let's unload this filament. There we go. So fiber heart, ABS glass filled black. What are we gonna print in it? Somebody find me something cool to print that would take advantage of glass filled ABS that we can do in a short stream. I need something to print that isn't unreasonable. Ah, there it is. That we can do on a short stream. Art for a printer, of course. Well, link it in the Discord. So, because this is a fancy filament, and it comes in a resealable bag, what we're gonna do is, I am gonna be nice and open this the proper way. So what you do is you peel back the wrapper. Okay, throw that in the garbage. So now when you open the bag, it's resealable. Go, put that in there. And now if you need to reuse the bag, you can just seal it back up. There you go. Let's take a look at this. Ooh, that's a smart idea, Soraya Tech. How is this the first time I'm seeing this? Please tell me this is not like other people do this. They put tape around it so it's smooth. Or it's like an epoxy, it's like they dipped it. Like this will actually slide. How has nobody else done this? That solves like the biggest reason I hate paper spools. How has nobody else done this? You know why? Because costs. It's because costs. That's why this costs money to do. Like, oh my God. Okay, ready? Regular spool. Yeah. I like. Smart. It's very smart, Mr. Rytech. I like. Good job. Good job. Well, these are relatively recent polymaker spools that I got here, and they don't have it unless they've like recently done it. Okay. It's pretty good. Go. Yeah, this is pretty new filament. So we'll see how it goes. Slide it over here. Hey, Steve. Y'all ready for Vice? I'm not, because I'm not going, unfortunately. I would have loved to go, but unfortunately, I've traveled too much this year. And the fun thing is, it's kind of hard to get a sponsor to cover your flight and hotel and whatever to an event when you can't make videos at the event. So unfortunately, it was not to be for me, unfortunately. So no Vice. I hope everyone who does go though has a great time. It should be fun. I got a broken piece of... Should you be blowing into a piece of PTFE2? Probably not, but I've got a piece of PTFE stuck in it. Come on, out. Out. Get out of your tube, whatever. You want to do this? Fine, we'll do it the hard way. Oh, never mind. I broke my filament. Feeding the filament into the tube. There we go. Push the old filament out. There we go. Oh, help if I actually hit enter. 260, enter. There we go. By the way, out of curiosity, do we have any new people here? YouTube, as a YouTuber, I should pay attention to my metrics more. I don't. I'm very bad at that. I just kind of do what I like to do, and then I check a couple times a month how my actual numbers are doing. I'm really bad at that. But apparently the LTT video that I did last month, that kind of did okay when I first put it out, did about average, is like popping off right now. So apparently I have a bunch of new people. So hi new people, if you're new. We do 3D printer stuff and Yap and stuff. Okay, that should be grabbed. So let's extrude. 5, extrude. Can't send longer messages. What do you mean you can't send longer messages? Oh, there we go. I'm like, that is flowing really fast. And I'm like, wait a minute. I was extruding what was left of the PLA at 260. Oh. Oh yeah, that's an ABS. That's an ABS. I can smell it. I like it. Okay, so turn the nozzle off. I'm just hoping it's dry. Yeah, it should be dry. Should be dry. Close that up. Keep that up. What temperature was I supposed to print this at? I'm assuming ABS temps. I'm assuming normal ABS temps. Yeah, 250 to 270, 100 on the bed. Yeah, yeah. So we'll print it at normal abs temps. I love me abs. Love me abs. Love me nylons. Don't love me plas. Don't hate them, just don't love them. Blocking the view of the tool head. Yeah, the lights, that's the problem with enclosed printers. Work a slicer. New keyboard, Keychron. It is, it's a Keychron K13, low profile, mechanical. I like it. I was supposed to put an affiliate link for it at some point because they sent it to me, but I forgot completely till right now. Okay, here, let me update my version of Prusa Slicer or Orca Slicer is pretty out of date. Let me download the newest version here. Orca Slicer Windows installer. There we go. You simply need a circular polarizer in your camera and rotate to cut down. So the problem is, in terms of circular polarizers, in terms of like what I should be using, I just have this big chonky boy. So that's just a big old light box with a sheet in front of it. So that's my light. And then I also have the little studio light there. And then I have overhead lights. So that's the setup. Sketchy AF. You know how I said I was wondering about getting a shed in the backyard so I could take over the rest of the garage? I may go bigger. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I can build about a 15 by 30 foot shed in the backyard. I don't know if I should though. That's the problem. Orca is already installed. Do you want to uninstall the old version before installing the new one? Yes. So the problem is it would take up my entire backyard. Because I'm starting to realize abort? Can't write program, cancel. What's going on? Do I have Orca Slicer running as a thing? Why don't you? Oh, that's why it's still open. Yeah, that's why. End task. End task. There we go. There we go. Well, the thing is, I would have to get permits for foundation, run heating, electrical, all that fun stuff out there. Yeah, no, it's Orca Slicer's not installing. Okay, I guess we're not doing the latest version of Orca Slicer, I guess. Buy the house next door. I live in the suburbs. Buying a house next door is not an option. I couldn't even buy my house that I live in right now if I had to buy it now. Time to buy more land. Nah, that ain't happening. Failed to install plugin. What? What is going on here? What's going on with the Orca Slicer? Did you just delete? Did it? Where's my Cybor? Positron. Did it just seriously delete my profile? Really? Am I missing something here? Orca Slicer. App. Fail to install the plugin. What is? Okay, yeah, it... What is going on here? Run as admin. Because it showed the profile earlier. I tried to install the newest version, and now it's not loading up my profile at all. Oh, the profiles won't load unless yet. But it worked a second ago. I just went to update it, which probably uninstalled the plugin, and now it's trying to redo the plugin. God damn it. Okay. What do I got to do here? Frickin'. This is what happens when software is too smart. Make sure all other bins closed. Check whether the website is accessible or not. If you see the downline, that means your PC can access the plugin. Make sure your plugin is not occupied. Go to C users. Okay, let me not do this on desktop. Users. Oh, bloody hell. Username. App data. I don't see app data. Where's app data? View. Show. Hidden items. App data. Roaming. Bamboo Studio. And delete the plugins folder. Delete. Okay. If successful, reload Bamboo Studio. Okay. Cancel. Delete. Okay, that's all closed. Let's try installing now. Next, agree, next, install. Okay, now it's installing. There we go. Daniel's here. Hi, Daniel. Hope the trip back was well. The whole weekend was fun. I think this is the most I've ever been out of an event, I will say. I don't know what was going on with me. I had massive migraines the entire weekend. I need to get better glasses. My prescription is out of date, and these glasses are like 5 years old, so they're starting to get pretty foggy. So I need to get new glasses. I left, for those, if I didn't say goodbye to you on the Sunday, it's because I left at like 1 o'clock. I just had a massive headache, and I just went back to my hotel and just passed out. I turned off all the lights. I just fell asleep for like 5 hours on the Sunday. That was not fun because I still had that migraine for half the way home on the Monday, driving through Pennsylvania in the rain. Yeah. First on route I stopped at, I bought all the medicines. It's like, okay, stuff for stomach, stuff for headache, stuff for nausea, stuff for sneeze. I just bought it all. And I took all the drugs, and then I was good. But yeah, that was a fun drive home. Okay. Quad XY trident. There we go. Okay, cool. There we go. Fog from the ABS fumes. You know what I think it was? It was because I was away from the ABS fumes. You know what? It's like when you're an alcoholic or drug addict and you go sober and you feel like shit for a bit because you're coming off the high. I think it was because I was away from my ABS fumes for so long that it just, my brain's like, wow, this is what it's like to operate on normal clean air. And my brain just went, no, I can't handle this. I think that's what happened. It was used to being a certain level of numbed from the styrene fumes. Okay, what are we gonna print? What are we gonna print? Oh, this is what's in the bag. So we got carbon tube fixings. Oh, these are the things that go in the carbon tube that I already put together, so it's not coming off. Wire cover left. Okay, so replacement fans. So these are replacement fans used for fume pack. Oh, they put quick disconnects. Oh, smart. So you know how the fume pack, how I kind of complained, how the exhaust pack on this is kind of annoying because you have to like unwire the whole thing to take it off because it's now wired in. Well, it now comes with disconnects, so you don't have to worry about that. That's nice. Dehydration. It might have been dehydration. I was pounding back as many waters as I thought I could. Like I was drinking like 2 or 3 liters a day of water. So I don't think it was dehydration. I think it was just, I don't know. Screw lock carabiners. That is, no, that's not print in place. I'd rather do, is that print in place? I'd rather do a single print in place. Yeah. We'll download this. We'll just download that. Okay. So, ABS ASA. Carabiner plate. So we're going to print this all in CFPETG. Are you supposed to have support? It puts a little brim there. So we're going to have to put some support there. Support the ring only. Oh yeah, I see it. Okay, so this. Add modifier, or no, where is it? Where is it? Support enforcer. Okay, so let's paint on some support. On overhangs only. Okay. Fill. Highlight overhang. So we need support there. And support there. And that should be it. Okay. Support, enable support. We'll do tree supports, organic. That's that, speed. Okay, so we need to play with some speeds. We need to play some speeds. What should we play with some speeds? What, how fast should we be pushing this? Because this right now, as it is, oh wait, no, support. Tree, manual. There we go. Serious warning, conflicts of G-code path. Oh yeah, I gotta move that out. Okay. Yeah, this is saying an hour 30, so let's move you over there. YOLO. Okay, so let's start playing with the speeds here. So first layer infill. So I'm okay with slow first layers. I like slow first layers. I honestly don't care about slow first layers, because here's the thing. It doesn't matter how fast the rest of the print is. If the first layer fails, the whole print fails. But for everything else, let's do a conservative bump up. We'll do 160 on the outer wall. 250 on inner walls. Small perimeters, will drop that to 60%. Sparse infill. Infill, we'll do 350. Solid infill, 200. We'll leave that. Top surface, 100. That's fine. Gap infill, 150. Support, 150. That's fine. Support interface, that's fine. Cool. Slow down for overhang. Slow down for curled perimeters. Yep, that's fine. Travels, 450. There we go. Normal printing, 10,000 Excel. Outer wall, we'll do 5,000. Inner wall, do 7,500. Bridge, 50%. Sparse infill, first layer, 500. Excel, sure. Top surface, 3,000, fine. Travels, 10K. Okay, Excel to decel, 50%, sure. And we'll leave those alone. Okay. And just double check here. 25 millimeters cubed a second. Temperatures, we're looking at 260, 105 on the bed. Okay. Slice plate. Print. Upload and print. See how she goes. So we gotta wait for that to cool down. So that's that, that's that, that's that, that's that. I don't print first layers. I start printing from layer 2 to avoid first layer problems. Oh, that's a well-known trick, right? You just got to make sure you're using a textured surface so that it has something to reach up and grab the filament. If you do it on a smooth surface, you're printing in air, and there's you need the textured bed. It forms a vacuum, essentially. Yeah, that's one of the oldest tricks in the book. Advertise speeds of feeds limited only by the problem is, like, because there's so many different geometry types for tool heads, and especially extruders, or correction, hot ends. Advertised flow rates, like it's voodoo. It's kind of like, it's bullshit. Sorry, my French. C'est mel du cow. Because the thing is, like, when a company advertises max flow rate of their hot end, unless they actually publish like a white paper that shows the use case, and the use case is normal everyday situations with normal everyday filament, it's pretty much marketing. It's years ago, for example, Slice put out one of their super magnum duper mosquito whatever version, and it had insane flow rates. And then if you looked, it's like, yeah, if using this one specific type of ABS printing at 300 degrees Celsius on the nozzle. It's because there's so many different variables at play. Like, I mean, I could print PLA at 350. It'll come out like water. We'll get all the flow we need in the world. Which is why I don't really like judge a printer by its like advertised flow rate or its advertised max speed. Because like if I go sit in my car right now, my speedometer goes up to like 260 kilometers an hour. My car could go fast, right? I mean, you don't use that in every day. Like that's not what it normally runs at. So why are you judging it at its theoretical max instead of its what it actually prints at? This might be a little wet. We'll find out. That's a horrible camera angle. Refresh. Deactivate. Activate. There we go. That's a horrible camera. My car software limited? I don't know. I've never actually, you know, driven my car at a stupidly high rate of speed to figure out what its max speed it actually is. I don't do that. You want to know how fast my car is? The same as every other car, the speed limit. Did you know my Subaru is as fast as a Ferrari? When they're both going 100 kilometers an hour, if I go 101 kilometers an hour, I'm faster than a Ferrari. How's that first layer coming down? Oh, not too bad. It might be a little wet. We'll find out. We'll find out. The last thing ABS sees. How long is this print going to be? An hour, 18 minutes. We might finish in time, but probably not. We'll see. Larger, faster. Oh yeah, that's why, Vinny, that's why the classic demo of a printer printing fast is like the one test where it does either vase mode or it does like a big like loop. You've seen it. It does like 3 loops and then it does like a whoop. You've seen that print, right? The reason all printers use that high-speed print is because you could cheat it. Because it's all curves. There's no deceleration. It's not a realistic print. You're not doing infill where you're like, and like all kinds of geometry changes. Like it's specifically designed to be a print to allow you to print faster than you would normally print. How fast does my car go? The speed limit. Exactly. It's a racetrack print. Yeah. It's meant to show off the printer. It's a trade show demo essentially. The camera might fall. It's shaky. It's stable enough. Plus now you get like 4 camera angles on me. You get this one, you get this one, and then you get the reflection of this one in the screen down here. Where is it? Where is it? Right. Where's it? Oh, it's off screen. Where is it? There. There. So now I'm on screen in the corner right here, and right there you can see the reflection right there. There you go. All the me's. I need to put what are those polarizing? I need to get polarized lenses for my cameras so that I can see through these. And yes, I know I have filament boxes stacked as a camera mount. That's just how we roll in the here. Okay, what else do we have? What else do we have? I don't think I took a lot of pictures. Let me pull up my camera reel here. I don't think I took a lot of pictures this year. I took like no pictures this year. Wow. I took like no pictures this year. This was funny because I might do a video on it. And because I already put it in the printer, I didn't want to take it out of the printer. So I just recorded B-roll, a generic B-roll shot of the PZ probe at the KB3D booth. What else? There was this is a good boy. Couldn't pet him because he was working. The layout was really good this year. Really packed. It's a good layout, but it is a busy layout. What else? Oh. We get stuck at the booth in the other hall when people are doing talks. This was cool. I put a short on it. It's a axle-driven Delta, so it actually has an axle to drive the extruder. So it's not a.
Extruders on 3D printers are either belt drive or gear drive, but have you ever seen axle drive?
So because it has like two ball joints, apparently they like cancel out the like the trigonometry bullshit that makes it not work right because it's got two axles or something. I don't know, but it prints really good. It prints really good, and it's an axle drive extruder. Yeah, I took like no pictures this year. Put Sean in timeout. He put himself in timeout, or actually, well, his employer put him in timeout. I don't even know what print settings are we even using for this. I didn't even look. Shoot, I probably should have seen what print settings we're printing at. Strength. 3 walls, 4 top, 3 bottom, 15% infill. It won't be super strong, but I have a Voron to print so slow. I know, it's going so slow you can't even see. Maybe I shouldn't have an empty box of filament. One second, let me find a slightly more stable solution here. One second. There we go. So I'm getting a K1 Max today. Woo! Are you getting it on sale? Hopefully you're getting it on sale. Also, where in the Voron docs could, every time somebody says Voron fast, whatever, go on the Voron website, find me the quote where it says Vorons are fast printers. Find it for me. Orders of all SEO8 for some bigger prints, unfortunately delayed shipping, sucks with my network rack, can't be finished. Oh, fun. Reflection on the door. There's always going to be reflections on the door. It's a door. I can't really do anything about it. I mean, the closest thing I can do is just get the camera closer. There. That's about as good as you're going to get. It reflects. Yeah, the problem is I can't put the lens right up to the glass. Actually, I kind of can. There you go. Now the whole thing's gonna shake though. It's assumed they're faster. Who's doing the assuming? Who's assuming that? Are you assuming that I'm assuming that? That you're assuming that? That I'm assuming that? That he's assuming that? That they're assuming that? Who's assuming what? Zero part cooling fan. It should kick on by like layer 3 or 4. The fan on this already died once, so hopefully this fan kicks on soon. But we are on layer 3, so I think it kicks on around layer 4 or 5 for part cooling, or at least it should. It better not have killed this fan because this is a Delta. Did I lose weight? I kind of did, I think. So here's the fun fact. If you don't look at a scale, you don't know if you've gained weight or lost weight, but I've been eating less to try and lose weight. Did it actually do anything? I don't know, but we'll find out. And no, I'm not on Ozempic. Yeah, let me check the profile here for cooling. Cooling. No cooling first 3 layers. Yep, that's right. Yep, there goes the part fan. Yeah, normally how I do it with cooling, is I ramp it up. So what I normally do is no cooling for the first couple layers to let it like bite the bed essentially, and let it get a couple layers down before you start cooling it, and then I gradually ramp up to like layer 6. On the downside of that setup, you do have a little bit of a mushier first layer, I find, and your overhangs, like, you know how some prints just start right with an overhang, they don't come out as clean, but they come out more reliably consistent. So Andrew, $10, cheers and appreciate for the migraines suck fund. They do suck. Actually, this print's coming out pretty good, I think. We shall see. We shall see. Oop. Camera wigging out. There we go. What's that? Oh, that's support there. That's why. Like, what are you doing there? Oh, that's support. It's a gamer subs. It is, and you know what? You should buy some gamer subs. I'm not saying that these are dietary supplements in any way, but I stopped drinking pop and I drink the crap out of this stuff now. So go buy some gamer subs. They have a bunch of new cool stuff. Let me gamer stuff. I think they have a sale on right now. Do they have a sale on right now? There you go. They got a Jeremy Dooley cup. I don't remember Jeremy looking like that. Oh, there you go. You can get grandma's ashes. There you go. Go buy some gamer subs. Use code Canuck, save 10% off your order. And it helps the channel out as well. And it tastes good. You know how good it tastes? Good, because we're drinking good today. Some of these cups leave nothing for the imagination. Waistline by Waifu Water. Dude, I'm midway through. I finally got my evil character to Act 3 in Baldur's Gate. And I'm finally like, we ballin'. I finally finished Act 2 with my evil character in Baldur's Gate 3. Oh man, does that remove a lot of the content. I'm in Act 3 and we're only like 25 hours in. That removes so much content from the game by being evil. Drinking Whale Cat today. Blowhole Blast is nice. I like Blowhole Blast. Blowhole Blast, Copium is really good. Brand Risk is also really good. That's like my go-to flavor. The lemonade, the non-caffeinated lemonade is actually really nice too, I will say. Yes, I know the camera doesn't focus this close. I got a different camera I'm gonna try out later. Actually, I'm gonna save this profile. This profile seems to be working pretty good, so we're gonna save this. 0.2 standard boron. Cybor. There we go. Anyone have any experience with Microswiss flow tech systems? I have not, because I don't really own a lot of printers that you would put Microswiss. Microswiss do a lot of upgrades for like Creality printers. I don't really have Creality printers, so I don't have things to upgrade on them. But I have spoken to the Microswiss guys several times, and I've looked at their product, and they seem well machined, put it that way. So I've been drinking the lemonade so much. It is the caffeine-free lemonade is delicious. I mean, it's lemonade. It's kind of hard to screw up lemonade. Which is this, anyways? I don't know which spool of filament from Pantheon this is. This is carbon fiber PET. Oh, I have another spool of carbon fiber PETG. Nice. I didn't realize that I had a whole other spool still. Nice. I thought this was the nylon. Nylon's down there still. So I've got a feeling how it's going to work is eventually this is going to go downstairs. I'm going to put this guy inside the house because winter is coming and it gets chilly out here. And while I have a heater out here, I don't run it all the time. I only run it when I'm out here. So I think out here is going to be the realm of enclosed printers only very soon. So that's going to go inside. This is going to go on the shelf, I think. I think this pairs with that one pretty nice because they're both high temp, or not higher temp. They're both enclosed CNC'd machines. What happened to the door? It's almost like it's camouflaged. What door? No, I was digging through some stuff the other night and I found one of my old cam nets and I just put it up on the door. The problem is when you have a giant white door, it throws off your white balance every time I record anything out here. So I'm like, I wanted to cover it with something. So how loud is it printing with ABS? It's printing right now. So it's that loud. Are my fans going? I can't see if my fans are going. 1 second. I can't see if both fans are going back there. Okay, the one fan's trying to go, and it's not. The other fan's going. So I'm gonna have to take that pack off and replace the components and replace the fans and whatnot. But yeah, how loud this is? It's as loud as any other Core XY machine moving at high speeds. Simple as that. You're gonna have belt noise. You're gonna have some panel rattle. That is normal. Printers make noise at high speed. The advantage you have with printing ABS at high speed, you don't have a leaf blower because you're not running your part fan crazy loud. Like we're running the part fan at like 30. We just have the heatsink fan doing its thing. The curtain air fan is not doing anything. It's loud. Fast printers are loud. Anytime you have a fast machine, it's loud. It is what it is. You want a quiet printer, buy a Prusa. Simple as that. That's actually printing really nice. It's so nice that the camera's frozen. How's the overhead? Oh, you know what I could do? No, I can't do that. Shoot. Because those are zip tied. I was going to take the overhead camera down, but the overhead camera, all the cables are zip tied, so I can't really do that. Oh. Good. Yeah. Hello. Mark 4S is so quiet. When I was at Printed Solid, I had a handful of the 5-volt fans that the Mark 4S uses. Mine's on the ground here. This fan, the 5015, I had a handful of them. And you have no idea how badly I just wanted to take a couple of them. I didn't. I'm a nice guy and I don't steal. And they're inventoried items, so I wasn't gonna ask. But it was like, I want these because they're 5015 fans that move a decent amount of air and they're quiet. So I wanted some. Also, I think Gloop is finally sending me the printer I'm building for him. I don't know if I've announced that. I think I've hinted at it over the year. It's been like a 2-year thing in progress that I'm supposed to build a printer for Gloop for their booth. So they actually have a 3D printer at their booth. So it's gonna be a white and purple V2. So we're gonna be doing that in the next bit, whenever it shows up. Also, I'm hoping if all goes well, we're starting the Prusa build next week. So plan going forward for those that are wondering. I know there's been like, I don't have any trips till December if I end up going to Smurf. So going forward, for those wondering what the schedule is, Tuesday streams are going to be the Prusa, where we're taking an old Mark III and we're turning into a Core XY. Got all the parts printed for it. We have the kit right there. We just got to slap it together. So that'll start Tuesday. Friday will be Print and Chill Fridays or random stuff like we're doing now. Saturday nights will be Rooks. So we got to start printing the Rook for the LDO kit, which I actually, let's go through that kit right now because why not? Let's go through the Rook kit. And then package outside. No package outside. There we go. Box. So I think Modbot is building one of these right now. I think. I haven't looked at his build series at all because I don't like looking at stuff that I'm doing. Excuse me while I hide my address. Paint marker. He's building a positron at the moment. I thought he was building a Rook right now. I know a bunch of people got the LDO kits. Okay. Do I have my knife? There's my knife. So we're going to be building this soon. I'm tempted to print all the parts in like CFPETG because I've got a bunch of it. Oh, and for those wondering about the bike, the electric bike I've been working on, it is ongoing. The problem is I'm trying to figure out, I'm doing it all on video, so I don't want to show anything until the video's out. But put it this way, I'm learning to CAD as I'm designing it. So, and I had to wait for some parts to come in before I can move on to the next part kind of thing. And those parts are finally in, so we can finally kind of move on. Wow, they sealed this box up good. Oh, you know why? Because it's... Remember, kids, don't cut towards yourself. Also, make sure your blade doesn't come out of the knife. There we go. Oh, that's why, because it's... There we go. There we go. How about building an Ender 3 NG? Well, I don't have an Ender 3. That's the problem. I was actually going to try, if there was a Micro Center on the way home, the original plan was, like, no joke, if I didn't have the migraine on Sunday and Monday kind of screwed up my plans. Because the original plan was on the way back from 3D Printopia, I was going to try and stop at a Micro Center and buy one of the $50 Ender 3s they had. For two reasons. One, so we could faff about with it on a stream, do a nice little print and chill and whatnot, get it set up. And two, I would convert it into something or do something with it. But yeah, that didn't happen. But the thing is with the Ender 3 NG, you need an Ender. I don't have an Ender. I did originally have an Ender. I had an Ender 3 V2 at one point, but I totally junked it. Like I scrapped it for extrusions that went in other stuff. Like it basically got parted out. I still have parts of it, but it's not functional by any means. Facebook Marketplace. Yeah, but here's the thing. Why would I buy an Ender? Like, you guys see my setup. Why would I go downhill? You know why? Content. That's why. And for those like, oh, do a switch wire conversion. I have a switch wire. I never use it. Also, I could probably get rid of this box here because this box is for the... Also, I know there's still parts I haven't put on here. There's like back braces and whatnot. I never put them on yet, but... Ooh. Documents inside. So I haven't looked at this kit yet, as you can tell, because I literally just opened it. So this is the positron, or correction, the positron. This is the LDO Rook kit. Bomb. This envelope costs more than this piece of paper. They could have just put this piece of paper in and called it a day, but they put this really fancy envelope in there. I love LDO. I've got an E3 you can have. Still very functional with Micro Swiss NG toolhead. Here's the thing, if it's already got a Micro Swiss toolhead, I wouldn't want to faff with it. That's a nice toolhead. Belted Ender 3 mod. That's probably a good idea because a lot of the problems with the Ender 3 family of printer, okay, you ready? There's nothing wrong with a bed slinger. Okay? I think we can establish the fact, especially with modern hot ends, modern firmwares, modern tooling, modern components, there is nothing wrong with a printer that moves the bed inherently. Okay? Now, there are pros and cons to a printer that moves the bed. Okay? But there's also pros and cons to a Core XY setup. There's pros and cons to a Quad XY setup. Every setup has pros and cons, okay? And you can design around them. Some of those cons may not be cons depending on the size of the printer you build or the components you use. But the biggest problem with Ender 3 style printers is not their motion system. It's the fact they're built with the cheapest, shittiest components they can get their hands on, so they can make it for a $50 kit that they can sell. And when they're selling it as a $50 kit, they're still making money. That's the problem. So a lot of the hate towards V-wheel bed flingers is not so much the V-wheel bed flinger aspect of the printer, in so much as the printer's just built cheap. Simple as that. Okay, what do we got in here? The bed. This has a 120 bed, I believe. So it's already pre-assembled, which is always good to see with LDO kits. A1 and A1 Mini, that proof bed flinger is fine. Prusa Mark IV is an absolute solid beast of a printer, in my opinion. It's a bed flinger. Power cable. Electrochemical stuff. This is a Manta M4P V2. So it's a Manta M4P. Have I seen the M4P before? I thought I knew about the M8P and the M5P. I didn't know they had an M4P. You spelled it sheep? Because shitty and cheap. M4P. I've never seen the M4P. Kind of disappointed that they have step sticks instead of integrated. More compact boards, please. More compact boards from companies, please. BLH Stinger. The Stinger is insane. As somebody who enjoys quiet printers, the Stinger is insane. And then don't forget, at 1 o'clock, we are going to be doing the giveaway today. So if you haven't entered for your chance to win some Polymaker filament, link in the video description. While you're down there, if you want to help support the channel, the content I create, things I do, why not check out some of the other links down there? Affiliate links don't cost you anything extra, go a long way in supporting the channel. And some of them, like the GamerSupps link, save 10% on your order. Use code Canuck. So this has an external power supply. So this is a 200 watt, 24 volt external power supply. It's not named any brand. Yeah. Okay. So we got a power supply for this. I'm assuming it's the same power supply that Rook uses, or the positron. Drivers. Oh no, that's the CB1. Correction, CBV 2.2 for that. Tringle Bobs. TR6. What's a TR6? What's a Tringle Bob's TR6? Let me get out of the box. I'm sorry, Sanjay called it Tringle Bob's once when I was talking to him. And ever since he did that, that's all I can think of when I think of the Triangle Labs is Tringle Bob's. Okay, so it has its own nozzle thing. It looks like kind of like almost like an upgraded Mark 8 V6 kind of thing. Like it's got the heater is this. It looks like if Revo never happened, what the V6 would become kind of thing. Electronics. So we got drivers, cables, all pre-made, pre-crimped, a SanDisk USB or a SanDisk SD card. That's good. Close up of the heater. Well, you can't see the heater because it's in a silicone sock, but they got pictures on their websites probably. But it's what? Okay, that camera's all borked. It's just whatchamacallit heater. It's an all-in-one heater. It's a ceramic heater. Yeah. linear rail kit. We got some rods, some rails. Take those out when we actually get to them. You buy full Revo clones now. As somebody who knows the machining and the tolerances that go into Revo hot ends, especially the interference fit between the Revo itself and the heater, and the tolerances involved and the material sciences involved, I personally would not trust aftermarket Revo nozzles in my Revo. As somebody who was part of the Revo beta and saw what happens when things aren't perfect, and like you can screw this up, which is screw up your whole thing really easily. What is this? DDB. What is DDB? Oh, it's the extruder. Oh God. They just include a full-on Bondtech extruder. Well, not Bondtech. Yeah, it's straight up non-Bondtech Bondtech. Okay. I'm assuming it's so we can gut it for the components. And again, this is also Tringle Bobs. Motion and fasteners. I'm assuming these are bearings. Do not open until ready to use. Keep clean and dry. Oh, they're linear bearings. Okay. Okay, so that's all the hardware. Tempted to buy a Revo to replace the meme Mark 8-ish Volcano set I have. I like the Revo. It's a very solid hot end. And put it this way, if the price isn't an issue for you, because I know the Revo is a little bit of a pricier hot end system than some of the cheaper options out there. You can always go cheap and find stuff cheap. Use the extruder just like as it is. Okay. I mean, this machine isn't exactly pushing the absolute limits of FDM, so it's probably not a big issue. I can never figure out how everything goes back together in these boxes. Oh, we do this. You go there. You go there. And you can go there. There we go. Okay, so that's the LDO kit. Cool. So we'll get that build going hopefully next Saturday. What was I talking about before? Oh, yeah. Let's go back to that. I don't know why I got to keep refreshing that. Can I just F5 it? No. Webcam. Deactivate. Activate. There. How's the print looking? Oh, ooh, that's actually looking pretty good. So here's the thing with Revo. It's very good at a lot of things. It's not the best at anything, but it's just a very solid hot end. Like, I like it that you don't have to worry about oozing because it's an all solid piece design. It's easy to do nozzle changes. I just like it. Piezo. Yeah, the Piezo, the Piezo probe is super nice. I tried Revo, and the reason the Ender 3 S1 Pro is no longer on the website configuration. Swap between 0.6 and 0.2. Yeah, if you swap nozzles often, like here's the thing, I think you get more out of Revo the less printers you have with the Revo, if that makes sense. Because if you only have one printer, it's nice to just have the one printer and then a bunch of nozzles, then you can just do. Or you could be like me and just like, okay, that one's got a 0.4, that one's got a 0.6, that one's got a 0.6 hardened, like, that's kind of like how I do it. It's a nice hot end. Also, the E3D team is awesome. Which kind of sucks that I left early because I didn't get a chance to say goodbye. I don't like about the Mark IV S, you can swap nozzles easily, but only if you have hot assemblies for each nozzle. Yeah, it's... Yeah. Like, when you have... I have some spare ones somewhere. Yeah, like when like, here's some spare nozzles. But if you have full extra assemblies of the heater core unit, it's not too bad to swap. You can still unscrew them and replace the nozzles one at a time with the neck extruder setup. But yeah, if you have the pre-made setup with like an extra heater, extra thermistor, all that, and just unplug, pull, replace, plug, off you go. So yeah. Put a PZM for winning on your new X system. Yeah, the PZ probe that I have in the Trident over here is, or not the Trident, the V2 is actually pretty nice. I gotta run a new power cable. I can't print with the printer because I don't actually have a C14 cable that's long enough to power it on the shelf right now. Because I stole the one I was using to use somewhere else and I don't know where I put it. So I don't know where it's at. You're late? Everyone, James is late. It's okay, James. It's okay. It's okay. Need 2 wrenches. You need a wrench and a printed thing, I think. I think I have one of the printed things somewhere. I don't know where, but I have one. Yeah, this camera can't focus close, by the way, for those wondering why it's blurry. I don't think I can focus this camera. Let me... Cam. Configure video. Camera control. Exposure. I can change exposure, but I can't change focus. Iris. Yeah, I don't think I can focus this camera. Yeah. PETG carbon fiber you're speaking about earlier, like to print it. Yeah, here's the thing. If you want to print filled filaments, here's my 3 go-tos for filled filaments. Okay. Hardened nozzle. Simple as that. You can print abrasive materials on non-hardened nozzles. It's just when you start the print, your 0.4 nozzle might finish the print as a 0.5 nozzle. And worse from there. So you need a hardened nozzle. You need, in my opinion, hardened extruder gears. You can probably get by most extruders, you're probably okay unless you really print a ton of abrasive materials. But if you're using like pot metal or plastic extruder gears, over time you will eventually wear them out with abrasive materials. And the third thing, and I don't think a lot of people touch on this too often, but I'm a big fan of it, 0.6 nozzle. I'm not a super huge fan of 0.4 nozzles for abrasive materials, filled materials essentially. And the reason is you're probably okay with the better quality filaments, but I have jammed up so many 0.4 nozzles with abrasive or filled material, even glitter, even galaxy filaments, like sus quality galaxy filaments, the glitter will jam up a 0.4 nozzle. If the glitter is jamming up 0.4 nozzle, imagine what 25% CF or glass filled will do. I personally, this has a 0.4 in it, a hardened 0.4. It's the same nozzles that the Pantheon uses, which are just Fetus hardened nozzles. I honestly wish there were more 0.5 nozzles out there. I wish there were more 0.5 nozzles out there, but that's just me. So. Why is that? Oh, geez, that tweet popped off. I totally stole this from somebody else who posted it in my Discord in the memes channel the other night. I just like copy pasted and shot it off like the other day. 20,000 views. Okay. I mean, it's Twitter, it doesn't matter, but it's like, yeah, that's cool. Like, why am I getting so many notifications for that? Google Max Amp with 22 all-wheel drive or all-wheel. Wow. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so here's the funny thing. Fun on the set with the Hacksmith today, always. Okay, so Pooch is at Hacksmith. Okay, messing around. I know what he's building. I don't know if he's announced what this is, but I know what this is for because he was at Joel's when I was there. We were talking about this. So I don't know. I don't know if he's announced what that's for, but I know what it's for. They're 2 hours north of me. On any other day, I would just drive up there and crash the party. Like, Pooch, what's up? Never show up at a YouTuber's place unannounced, by the way. I'm joking. I would never actually do that because that's rude as shit. But they're only like 2 hours north of me right now. Raid. Speaking of Raid, if you're looking for a game for your phone, no, they didn't sponsor me. One day I'll do the Raid sponsorship. Not today. 0.4 made sense back in the day. So, for those that don't know the story, the original nozzles were 0.5. And then E3D started making nozzles, and because they're in England, which is British, but inch is more common, they used what, 3/16 or whatever. Whatever it was the closest to 0.4 mil, because they couldn't get 0.5. So they had their inch spec drill bits, and the only one that was closest to a nominal metric size was the one that for 0.4. So they went with 0.4, and that's how 0.4 became the norm, because they were using like 0.3985 whatever, like inch drills, because it was like 5/64 or something like that. Yeah. So yeah, because they could get inch drills, they could get like 1,000 of them for the cost of like 100 metric drills. So they went with 0.4 because it was easier and cheaper to mass produce back in the day. So yeah, the original 3D printer nozzles were originally 0.5, and then due to mass production from one company, they switched over to 0.4s. Yeah, just because they've been metric. I mean, Canada's metric. I'm 5'9". I have no idea what that is in centimeters. I weigh 100, well, last I checked, 185 pounds. I have no idea what that is in kilograms, but my car goes 100 kilometers an hour. My house is built out of 2x4s though. Filament diameter change? Nope, it had nothing to do with the filament diameter. The change in filament diameter from 3 mil to, well, 2.85 millimeter to 1.75. The tooling to make filament, before filament was a thing, you had to use basically tooling for other things. And I'm pretty sure it was just like weed whacker line. Like the tooling that they used to extrude like weed whacker line or something, like something already existing. They started extruding plastic, which came out to 2.85 millimeter. So the problem is with the thicker filament, it's actually not as good for feeding plastic. The reason is it's hard to dump enough heat into something that thick. Yes, 3 millimeters thick. At least that's what my wife tells me. So the problem is when you have the thicker filament, when you dump heat into it, it doesn't melt homogeneously or evenly, okay? Basically the outside either gets over melted or melted just right, but the inside doesn't get melted enough. So by switching to 1.75, you're able to consistently melt the filament better. The downside of 1.75, it's more floppy. So reverse Bowden set or true Bowden setups were more finicky with it because there's more springiness in the system. That's why like Capricorn tube got popular, because they had a tighter ID. So the filament had less springiness in the Bowden tube because there was less extra room there. So you had more consistent feed. Not as big of an issue nowadays with direct feed tool heads because the filament feed path is so short. It basically goes right from extruder into the hot end. But with like flexibles and whatnot, there still is the benefit to going with thicker filament. The problem is it's not worth it for the most part. So most people just go 1.75 for everything. Is Doggo around? He's inside. I don't think he's at the door. Nope, he's inside. They might actually be out back. They might have gone out somewhere. How's the Framework laptop? I like it. I really like the Framework laptop. I've only used it like 2 or 3 times traveling. I brought it with me when I went to Joel's, and then I brought it last weekend. I was gonna try and edit a video. I was gonna try and just do one quick video, like take one of the little quick talks I did on Saturday, and put that out as a video. The problem is my Wi-Fi at the hotel was absolutely trash. I couldn't even like watch YouTube on my laptop at the hotel. The internet was so bad at the hotel. I'm considering booking a different hotel next year because of how bad the Wi-Fi was at La Quinta. So, yeah. AMD. I picked it up used. Somebody in the community sold it to me at a very good price, but it's an AMD one. Framework 13 AMD. Yeah. Oh, yeah, this guy. One of these is broken. I think this is the broken one. Yeah, so if you have extra ones of these for Prusa, swapping them's easy. More when people moved over 1.7, it allowed them to shrink the nozzle to 0.4 with good results versus 0.5 with... Is the hinge still messed? What hinge? The hinge on the door here? The hinge on here is fine. Comfort in Wi-Fi was decent. Okay. Yeah, La Quinta, I've always booked it, like this is the third time going, and I've always booked the same hotel because I'm a creature of habit. But yeah, the Wi-Fi's crap. Oh, is this? It is. Basically the shell doesn't close. There's like a half mil gap. The hinge is bent. I can just pay $30 and buy a replacement hinge from Framework if it ever gets to the point where it annoys me enough, essentially. Like, that's the joy of a Framework is, you know, oh no, the hinge broke. Okay, I just buy a new hinge and replace it. Oh no, the screen broke. I just buy a new screen and replace it. 5 years from now, hey, this AMD Ryzen 7 7884, I think, or 7840U, I think is what it has. Hey, this isn't cutting it anymore. Okay, instead of buying a whole new laptop, well, the keyboard's good, the screen's good, the case is good, the battery's good. Why don't I just buy a new motherboard and reuse everything? Oh, wait, I can do that. So, like, I love that idea of doing that kind of stuff. What do we got? We only got 15 minutes left, fortunately. 1 o'clock, we're doing the draw, and then I'll probably end the stream just after that because got stuff to do. Fix previous issues. I know. I don't know if I have the original hinge or what. I gotta look it all up. Because the laptop I have was actually an original Framework. So the person who bought it bought like the very first model of Framework, and then they upgraded it. So they put in the matte screen, they put in the AMD motherboard, and I think they upgraded one other thing. I don't know what exactly. Touchscreen? I don't really care about touchscreens in laptops. I'm not a huge touchscreen guy. Honestly, I wish we still had Blackberries. I don't like touchscreens. I don't like touchscreens. You have the updated hinge? Let me look. Okay. It's still bent. I tried to unbend it and it didn't do anything. So I gotta figure out. Here's the thing. I don't know if it's the hinge. I don't know if it's the hinge or the fact that the where it screws into the top plate is broken because it pulled out the heat set that I had to fix. So I don't know exactly. Sometimes the Wi-Fi display cable isn't. That might be it too. I gotta sit down and fiddle with it one day. It looks like it does in the pictures. In an Android. They did. The problem is the whole industry changed. Because now, if you had a phone with a keyboard, it'd be pointless because everything is built around touchscreen. Like, I still have it somewhere in the house. I gave it to the little guy to have as a play phone, so I like took the battery out and glued the case on, or like the back panel on. Remember replaceable batteries in phones? Those were great. But I had a BlackBerry Bold 9980 before I got into Android. That was my last pre-Android phone, was a BlackBerry Bold 9980. Because here in Canada, everyone BBM'd. We never WhatsApped or anything like that. Like, that's not a thing. Have I seen the Evan and Kaylin? I did see that. I actually reached out to Framework to see if they wanted to work on something because I wanted to do a 3D printed thing. And they, I never heard back. But I wanted to do a Cybor deck, essentially. I wanted to do a travel laptop that would be super compact, but was designed that like you could use it standalone, but it was really meant to when you got to your hotel room, you plug it into your hotel TV. That's kind of what the idea was, to basically build a laptop that was a very bare bones laptop, feature-wise and side-wise, like basically make it as small as possible And like, yeah, you can use it like on a plane, but like when you get to the hotel, you plug it into your TV at the hotel. Boom, TV. That was like what I wanted to do. Yeah, it's a 3.5 kg kit. Okay. I gotta figure out why it's not closing, but yeah, it looks like the picture. Like I did check the wiring. Like I did like take it apart, put it back together, and it still has the issue. So I don't know exactly what's going on. So. Some Cybor deck. Oh, I've seen it. Because the cool thing with the framework, for those that don't know, you could just buy the main board of the laptop. So you can just like buy the main board. Where is the they used to have deals on too. Sites that don't allow you to sort by lowest to highest is annoying. But yeah, like you can just, yeah, you used to be able to buy like the i5 11th gen for like 260 bucks. But yeah, this is the whole laptop, okay? So like the battery goes down here, okay? And then you have your expansion cards. But this has 4 USB-C ports. You plug in a power brick to any one of them and it powers it up. So this right here is all you need. You put your SD card right here, you put your NVMe there, and you put your RAM here, and boom, you have an SoC essentially, a system on a chip. Like this is the whole computer, and it's like that big. So people have bought these and used them as like Cybor decks and a whole bunch of cool stuff. The Intel ones are technically Thunderbolt 3s. Yeah, so imagine one of these paired with an eGPU. That'd be a nice little compact like travel laptop for like, or travel computer for like LANs and whatnot. That'd be pretty cool. Because I know people use their Steam Decks for travel computers at LAN parties and whatnot. System 76, I don't know. The problem with a lot of those companies, I'm in Canada, and a lot of those companies, like, I don't shop American sites because just shipping and costs and everything gets stupid expensive quick. So I don't really check them often. I did look into System 76. I wasn't a huge fan because they're pretty much all Intels, unfortunately. Where I prefer AMD current gen processors. System 76 is mostly rebranded. Isn't like the big thing with System 76 is that it, like they're a Linux? That's like their thing. Everything is Clevo. Clevo is like that generic Chinese laptop manufacturer that like everyone uses as their OEM, right? Massive fan of UPS when sending to the US, aren't you? I don't use UPS. I use I just ship, like, if I ship to the US, I just use like regular mail. Yeah, they do Pop OS. Okay, when I got the framework, first thing I did was install Linux on it. I put Bluebird. Was it Bluebird? I put one of the Linux distros on it. Really liked it. It was great. Until I went to put video editing on it. And DaVinci Resolve doesn't work with Linux unless you have a dedicated GPU. eGPU doesn't work. So I'm like, okay, whatever. I'll make do with like Kdenlive. And then it's like, oh, hey, let's do Fusion 360. I was at Joel's and I had to CAD something up on Fusion because that's the only CAD software I know. And you couldn't put Fusion on it. And I'm like, okay, screw it. And I just reinstalled Windows on it. So now it's running Windows 11, which is super annoying because I really like the Linux aspect of it. Some weird stuff too. Like when you logged in, when you turn the laptop on, you could use the fingerprint reader to log in for the first time, but it still asks you to put in the PIN. So once you were logged into the laptop with the PIN, if you went to sleep mode and turned it back on, you could just use your finger. But if you went from a cold boot to like the main desktop, you could use your finger to get to the main desktop, and then immediately it's like, give me the PIN number. And it's like, no, I just want the finger. Just the fingerprint. So I said, screw it. I went to Windows 11. And now everything works exactly as intended, and all my programs work on it. And I know it's like, well, you could run it under this on Linux. And it's like, I know I could run it under all this on Linux, but I could just install Windows and it all just works. And I haven't noticed any issues. Also, I debloat Windows pretty quickly. So that's the advantage. It just kind of, it just works. So OpenSCAD works. I mean, yeah, but like, why? I've tried the free CNC or free CAD software, OpenSCAD or OpenCAD or whatever it's called. Like, I've tried the open source CAD softwares. I'm sorry, they are unintuitive AF. And I know Fusion. The way I'm used to CADing with like the Fusion sketch extrude workflow, that's just how I work. Also, did you know, for those that don't know, let's fire up Fusion. I'm going to show you something here. This is why I love Fusion. Okay. Let's load up Fusion here. Let's see if it'll actually load. By the way, you got 8 minutes if you haven't entered for your chance to win some Polymaker Filament. Every stream we give away a spool at the end of stream. Enter for your chance. Link in the video description. Okay, sign into Fusion. Okay. Go to product, close, go to product. Sketch, extrude, fillet, chamfer, repeat. Exactly. FreeCAD only got better. So here's the thing. As somebody who is not great at CAD, being able to basically copy paste somebody else's work is amazing. Okay. So for those that don't know, in Fusion 360, okay, so here is, let's pull up, I think this is one of the older ones, yeah. Let's see, get that loaded up. Oh, it's out of date. Shoot. Oh. 1 second here. Restart now. Oh, I gotta restart. 1 second. My Fusion's out of date. 1 second here. Say on a platform that you have control. Here's the thing. The less you know about how to power use software, the less of an issue it is when they put out an update that changes something, because it's like, I don't know how to do all the advanced shit that they're removing already. So it's like, hey, I didn't lose anything because I didn't know how to use it originally. Okay, are you being a butt? Yeah, you're being a butt. Come on, Fusion. Okay, let's try this again. Also, I gotta buy a Lightburn. I keep forgetting. I know the price just went up. Okay, screw it. This isn't working. Okay. So anyways, so I want to design something. Okay, it's been a while since I've done this, so let me find it here. Insert. Yeah. Okay. So hey, I want to design something. I want to design my own 3D printer. Okay. So I got to CAD how my 3D printer is going to go. I'm going to build my printer out of aluminum extrusions. How do I design aluminum extrusions? Well, in Fusion 360, you just go insert McMaster car component. Oh, hey, here's CAD for everything in the McMaster catalog. You want aluminum extrusions? Aluminum extrusions. There you go. You want metric aluminum extrusions? There's no, clear all. Metric. Okay, 20 millimeter. You can find additional lengths or whatever. So just go with like a 3-inch one. There. Oh look, there's there's that single extrusions, blah blah blah, and then you just where is it? You can download the CAD. You can add it to order. Yeah, Fusion has the entire McMaster catalog built into it. So when you're designing something that uses extrusions, you just import extrusion file. You want screws, you import screw. You want bearing, you import bearing. You want NEMA 17, you import NEMA 17. If it's on the McMaster car catalog, they have the CAD file for it. and you can just import it, which means you can also print stuff. And it's free. It's just built into Fusion. That is unbelievably useful, because it's like I could take the time to learn to CAD other stuff. And yes, I know there's websites you can go to where you can download models and whatnot, but this is just built right into it. So yeah. Yeah, it can generate a bomb. You can do a lot of stuff. So we do have a slight amount of warping on one of the parts I can see. I don't think it'll be an issue. I think we're past the point where it'd be an issue, but yeah. GrabCAD, yep, GrabCAD. I've used GrabCAD in the past. But yeah, I've tried to use like FreeCAD and whatnot. It's just, I learned Fusion first, and I'm not enough of a power user to justify having to spend money on Fusion. Like, the free version works fine for what I use it for. So I'm kind of like, well, this works. I already have it. I already know how to use it, and I'm not running into any limitations of what I need it to do, because I don't need it to do a lot. So I'm kind of like, well, I'm okay with it. Why would I learn a whole other software just to do what I already do, just in a different software package? So I see Joel is having fun with his Mamaki. I want a Mamaki. Just like GIMP. GIMP, I think okay, raise your hand in chat, because I'm doing it right now. If you're like, hey, I'm gonna learn GIMP, and then you download GIMP, and then you opened it, and you went, how the hell do I do anything in this software? And then you spend like 10 minutes trying to figure out something super simple, and you gave up on it, and you went and pirated Photoshop. Raise your hand if that was you in like high school. I'm sorry, free software people. Okay, I understand you're doing it for free, you're donating your time, and I have no right to critique. But holy hell, learn to do UIs better. So many free software resources are powerful tools hidden behind the shittiest UIs. I'm sorry. I think Kdenlive was like the only free software, it's a video editor, that I actually liked using, and it worked really good. It's just they didn't have GPU acceleration for non-Linux, so I switched over to DaVinci. And I pay for DaVinci. I bought the license for DaVinci. But here's the thing, like, I could go into Photoshop and figure out how to do basic stuff on my own a lot simpler than I did in GIMP. So here's the thing, it's not so much what you know. UI should be somewhat intuitive, okay? If I right-click an object, a menu should pop up for cut, copy, paste, and all that. I expect that. Not, oh, you have to hit this button while right-clicking and holding this other button. Like, stuff like that. Or like, hey, if I should be able to pivot. I should be able to, you know, middle mouse, hold down, it'll rotate. Or something. Like, there should be like, you should be able to intuit a lot of the basic functions of most software based on like, well, if I had designed the software, if I wanted to do this, this is how I would do it. If I wanted to copy an object, I should be able to right-click, copy it. Like, so yeah. Photoshop is not intuitive. I haven't used Photoshop since you could pirate it reliably. And back then I didn't have any problems with it. I figured it out on my own, but to each their own. I mean, right now for photo editing, I use Canva, which is like all my thumbnails for everything. I use Canva for, which is a website, and I don't pay for it. I use the free version. Blender's tough. I tried Blender once. Use the Affinity Suite. Do you think the PZ Pro would work in a V0? I know it will work, Kyle, because E3D has them in V0s. So yes, they do work in V0s. Okay, Are we gonna do the giveaway? Let's do the giveaway. If you did not enter for your chance, I'm gonna give you 1 minute. Hurry up, click the link in the video description, enter for your chance. We're gonna give away a spool of filament in a minute here. Come on, chop, chop, come on. While you're down there, like the smash button. Everyone else, like the smash button. Go click the thing will pop up. If you subscribe to the channel, your name will pop up here in the corner. You'll get your dopamine response from your name popping up on screen. And if you donate money or gift memberships, your name pops up here and I say your name. And then your lizard brain goes, ooh, streamer, send my name. Dopamine release. It's always good. Yeah, a few people have said that the newest version of FreeCAD's a lot better. Here's the thing, Blender is one of those, Blender is good if you need to design organic designs. You're really not designing 3D printer parts, okay, in Blender. Blender is more for the artistic 3D designers, I think. But I think a lot of them use, like, what's a lot of people just do it on iMacs now, or iPads now. They use like I can't remember what the other one is. Any advice on how to clear a PETG clog? Depends on the clog. You could cold pull it. I personally like heat that bitch up and flow it out. So like get like some nylon or any other like nozzle cleaning filament. I just use whatever. Heat the nozzle up to like 300 if it's an all metal and just flush it out. But cold pull, flush it out. Or you could do what I normally end up doing because I'm lazy. I just pull the nozzle and put another nozzle in and move on with my life. And then the nozzle that's clogged, I put it in the bin of nozzles that are clogged that I will clean out one day, and then I forget about it for the next 10 years. ZBrush. ZBrush is popular right now with the, are we doing top layer stuff? I haven't get into top layer. Okay, let's do this giveaway. So I don't do that because I can't sculpt. I can't draw. I can draw stick people. That's about it. That seems to be kind of the thing though right now in 3D printing. A lot of people are getting involved with oop, 1 second here. Where is names? There's names. Sorry, 1 second here. I'm just getting the draw set up here. It seems to be the current like bandwagon for content creators in 3D printing is to have files, like have models to sell. Because I know like a lot of the sites, Fangs, Printables, Maker World, all that stuff, they basically have gamified 3D file distribution, and I'm sorry, I hate it. I hate the whole download my model so I can get points, and instead of models becoming popular because they're popular models, they're popular because a popular creator created the model and told their entire audience to download it so they can get internet points, so they can get money and free things from a company. So that's why the model's popular. It's not because it's a good model. They could still be good models, and I'm not harping on any of the creators. I just hate that that's the way the ecosystem has evolved. It's like right now when you go on any video sharing platform. Hi, I'm a YouTuber. The videos that you get shown are not videos that are popular because they became popular organically because other people saw that it was getting popular and they watched it. You're seeing stuff that the algorithm is deciding is popular and you're being pushed it. I hate that. I hate that trend. But anyways, let's do this giveaway. So that is that. Let's load up marbles. So yeah, I'm not a fan of that where now I go on model sharing websites and I just see the same creators over and over again because they just use their audiences to promote their models. So when I go on like Fangs and other things, it's like, wow, look at all these force people again and again. So yeah. But yeah, that seems to be the current trend where a lot of people are becoming model sellers as well. Which, you know, get that bag, fam, but just one of those trends. Okay, how many names do we have? 298. Let's go with Marble Adventure. Why not? Play. ZBrush isn't. I thought ZBrush was iPad compatible. Okay, so how this works, if I pick your name, if you win, you win. You get a spool of filament. If I pick your name and you win, you get 2 spools of filament because you're super lucky. So good luck to Salty Day. Salty Day. If you happen to win, you win 2 spools of filament. Everyone else, if you win, you get 1. Oh, Tom, you're going the wrong way. Tom. Oh, goodbye, Tom. I had a video on my channel, did 40 views in 4 weeks. I reloaded and have 4,030 hours. Might as well. Yeah, well, sometimes like, I'll pull it up after here, but the most popular video on my channel in the past week has been the LTT video, where I went to LMG and did a tour of their production setups, like their manufacturing, in-house manufacturing stuff with Tynan. And oh, there's exploding barrels. That's cool. That video started off slow, but it's been pumping lately. Like, it's already at 50,000 views, which for me is a lot on a video. So yeah, sometimes it just takes a while for it to click. I don't know if it got shared on like any of the LTT or LMG subreddits or Discord or something. Go, Kenneth. Shit, never mind. Sorry, Kenneth. See, if Kenneth would won, I could have dropped it off in person. You need to watch it? Well, go watch it. Oh, shoot. Daniel. Damn, Daniel. Oh. Oh, come on, Daniel. Come on, Daniel. You got this. Oh, come on, Daniel. Oh, my God. There you go, unknown. Oh my God. Wow, this is a... Oh man, I did not expect that. I did not expect that. Wow. Wow, this is a brutal one. Oh. Oh, great, now I got the hiccups. The unknown wog. There you go. Congratulations. I got tears in my eyes. I got the hiccups now. Shit. Remember, the hiccups is your body forgetting that you have lungs. It's your fish part of your brain expecting your gills to do a gill reflex, and because you don't have gills anymore, it's a hiccup. So all you have to do is tell yourself, I'm not a stupid fish anymore. I don't have gills. I have lungs. Stop doing hiccups. And you stop hiccuping. And you're good. So congratulations, the unknown wog. You win because Daniel totally bipped it. Wow, only 13 people finished out of 300. Damn. That okay, I'm using this one again. Marble Adventure, that was a good one. I gotta find you. Unknown. There you go, found you. Okay. There we go. But yeah, somebody pointed that, I seen that thing where it's like, oh, if you tell yourself you're not a stupid fish anymore, you won't, the hiccups will stop. Okay, how much time is left on this print? I might let this finish out. I gotta end the stream soon, but if we're like a couple minutes. Nice. Oh, we still have 84, we're at 84%. Yeah, we still got a bit. Yeah, it won't finish until, yeah, so that's, yeah. To go run in the steps if you to get rid of them. Axolotls still have skills. Yeah. So, speaking of gills, do you want to feel old? Do you want to feel old? You want to feel old? You want to feel old? Here's a picture of Tony Hawk with his grandkid. You want to feel old? Eminem's gonna be a grandfather. because Haley is pregnant, and Eminem's gonna be a grandfather now. Damn. Okay, we're gonna let this finish. We're gonna let this finish. Yeah, we're getting old. We're all getting old. And Kurt Cobain. Yeah, Tony Hawk's kid married Kurt Cobain's kid, I think. Yeah, Eminem's a kid. Or Eminem's kid. Eminem's a father. Let's go to the Walker store. Why go to the Walker store? You know, in about 20 years, all the 3D printing content creators are going to be like, in today's video, I want to show you how you can convert the extrusions from your Ender 15 with some 3D printed parts into a walker, and then we'll print some tennis balls to put on them. And then even... It's actually kind of fun. I don't know if it's funny. How much a lot of the 3D printing content creators are older. Like, I'm 36. Joel's older than me. Uncle Jesse's older than me. A lot of the other creators, Chep is old. Chep is almost retired. A lot of the content creators in 3D printing are older, which is actually cool to see. Like, I'd rather be in this ecosystem where I go to an event and I'm hanging out with people that are like adults. Like, we're all adults. We have families and kids and whatnot, instead of like, I'm a Twitch streamer and I go to TwitchCon and everyone's like 18 years old and just being a dick to be a dick, because that's how you grow in that ecosystem. Ender 3 V20. It'll be a cold day in hell when they stop manufacturing the Ender. Is Chuck Norris jokes still a thing? I thought Chuck Norris jokes kind of ran out when we realized he's just an old has-been movie star, media star. He hasn't done anything in forever. Like, he's just kind of living off the meme right now. Steve is not 40. Steve is not 40. Put it this way, we had a talk, and he mentioned one of his cats getting its whiskers cut by a kid. And I didn't know if it was his kid when his kid was younger, or if it was his kid's kid. Because eventually you get to that point when they refer to a kid, it's like, are you referring to your kid who's now an adult, or your kid's kid? Like, I don't know, like, where's the timetable for this? Did this happen yesterday, or did this happen 25 years ago? Oh, Steve's still in chat. Shit, hide. I'm hiding. You didn't see anything, Steve. I will edit the VOD, and this clip will not exist, and you have no proof. You're only 11 years older than me. I know. I know. But yeah, it's funny. I look at the YouTube metrics and it's like, yeah, 25 to 45 is like my demographic. 60% of my audience has a mortgage. And I know that because anyone younger than that can't get a mortgage. It sucks out there. Steve is 30, 17. "40 sounds old to a teenager. Now 40 seems... I am closer to 40 than I am to 30. And like every now and then that clicks. And it's like, you know, when you're a kid and you're like, one day I'll be an adult. And it's like, I am an adult. I have a mortgage. I have a kid. And it's like, one day that'll click. Like, I'm closer to 40 than I am to 30. And it's like, damn, Daniel. Damn. It's like, I'll watch a YouTuber and it's like, because I grew up on the internet, right? We had our first family computer in the late 90s. I grew up on the internet before the internet was shit. So I remember the old days, but it's like, I still watch a lot of current content creators, but it's like, I'm watching them and I'm like 20 years older than a lot of these guys. It's like, you're watching a content creator and like, yeah, you know, I'm 22. And you're like, Just, and then you hear that some of the content creators complain about being the older content creators. And it's like, what is it? What is it? Yeah, like, what was it the other day? I was watching Pay Money Wubby, and he's like, I'm almost 30. And I'm like, oh, fuck. Sorry, shouldn't swear. But it's like, you watch a creator that you've been watching for years, and it's like, I'm almost 25. And you're like, the 70s were cool. When did we stop putting lead in everything? Whenever the cutoff was for putting lead in everything, after that is when I would have liked to have been born. What do you mean people nearing 30 have mortgages? They're just too poor to move out. Yeah, they live at home. Feel your bones crumbling into dust. Oh, geez. Like, I screwed up my legs. Like, I have a bad knee for when I did army stuff back in the day. Like, I've got some bad parts. Ladies, remember, exposure to lead as a infant and toddler and child growing up has been proven to be detrimental to intelligence later in life and also heightened aggression. These are all proven things. Lead exposure as a child does a lot of bad stuff to your brain. It makes you more incentivized to violence, disagreements. It makes you have a shorter temper. It affects intelligence later in life. And we can prove that because the moment they cut out lead in everything, like they got rid of lead in gasoline, lead in paints, literally when the demographic that was born immediately after that reached 18 years of age, crime statistics started dropping. Because basically a lot of that was like, you know, people, their brains have been affected by lead. And as you get older in life, as lead affected individual, you have shorter temperatures, you're more prone to violent outbursts and whatnot. So violent crime decreased 18 years after we got the lead out of stuff, which is also really disturbing when the current generation of baby boomers who will not give up power and are currently responsible for a lot of the problems in the world, grew up with lead. And they all have lead-addled brains. Have you here heard of impact plastics? This is, okay, I used to work in the tool trade. Okay, we're going on a tangent right here because we're waiting for this to finish the brand new stream. Who here has heard of impact plastics down in, I don't know if it's Virginia or North Carolina, but I used to work at a tool and mold shop. Impact Plastics, the owner of the company, if you look him up, he's like, he is boomer AF. Impact Plastics. We're going on a tangent here. I'm sorry, because I heard about this the other day, and this guy. These are the people currently running everything. Remember, these people were exposed to lead as a child. It explains a lot. So yeah, as somebody who worked in the trade, yeah, that does not surprise me at all. That does not surprise me at all. Pretty much most shops are owned by a stingy person who's only in it for themselves. Like the amount of HR issues the owner of my shop got into before he sold the shop because he had to, because of the HR issues, is insane. But yeah, they're all boomers who are in it for themselves. Anyways, yeah, the divers, and oh yeah, that's scary, freaking underwater stuff. Yeah, the divers were they were in South America, I believe. They got sucked into a pipe because differential water pressures, and they were stuck in the pipe, and the company didn't want to pay to save them. Yeah. Capitalism. Anyways, the print is done. I probably shouldn't be opening the door. Ooh, it's nice and warm in there. They're all, oh yeah. But yeah, so like, that's the generation that's in charge of everything right now. So it'll be interesting. It's in like 30 or 40 years, once we flush out all the lead is all flushed out of the human gene pool, it'll be interesting. Where did I put my gloves? I used to have gloves. I don't know where I put them. I got to do this quick because I got to end the stream soon. There we go. And for those wondering, these are my Mandalorian gloves. There we go. Oh, wow, this is really going through these. There we go. Oh yeah, yeah. Nowadays we don't have to worry about lead. We just have to worry about plastic and everything. Let's see how good do these supports come out. Ooh, ooh. Okay, yeah, okay. What I gotta do? Oh, it's a touchscreen. Okay, there you go. That support came out really good. First layer a little squishy, but top layer okay. So let's see here. So you go like that. Okay. Oh wait, I gotta clean up that. 1 second here. Oh yeah, I'm putting it together quickly and then I'm gonna try and break it. Okay. So you go like that. You go like that. I gotta end the stream soon. My wifey's heading for work. Oh wait, this goes in here. I think I screwed this up. 1 second. Okay. So this goes through here. This goes in here. This goes in here. I did screw up. I should not have taken this off the bed as soon as I did because I'm pretty sure it didn't cool properly. F. What do you mean F? Yeah, I can hear the wife getting ready for work. I gotta end stream soon. There we go. Okay. I heard a crack. I'm trying to. For 3 walls, 3 top, 4 bottom, or 4 top, 3 bottom, 3 walls, 15% infill. I had to rip to get that apart. And what I like to see, it did not fail along layer lines. It shear failed. Yeah, don't go mountain climbing with this. Okay. Okay. This filament needs to be dried. It needs to be printed about 5 degrees hotter and it needs to cool properly. But otherwise, that's not bad. Okay, we're calling it there because I got to go inside because it's just being the little guy now. Okay, so again, shout out to Cybor if you want to get this kit. I don't know, links in the video where I built it. This isn't a promotional one for Cybor. I just had it on the desk. So shout out to Polymaker for the spool of filament we gave away this stream and every stream. Links for them and more. Video description, affiliate links. Don't cost anything extra. Buy some gamer subs. Code Canuck. Save 10% off your order. For those that donate to the channel, gifted memberships to others that became members of the channel yourself, I thank you. I would not be able to do the things I do, create the content I create without your continued support. You make it all possible. There should be a video on the channel either Saturday or Sunday. More 3D Printopia coverage, and then also stream tomorrow night. I don't know what we're doing yet. We'll figure something out. Enjoy your weekend. Be safe out there. Wash your hands, and I will see you in the future. Goodbye.